The most well-known prophet named Nostradamus was born on December 14, 1503, in France. According to one reliable source, he actually came from a group of Jewish doctors and scholars. Besides, his entire family had changed from Judaism to Christianity in 1502, as an outcome of persecution on Louis XII's ascension. Right after his classical education, he learned about medicine, herbalism, and astrology. In a period of his own lifetime, the Black Death, also known as the bubonic plague, started to wipe out over 1/4 of entire Europe. For this reason, there's obviously a high sense of apocalyptic terror shown up in the quatrains of Nostradamus. We also know that he really succeeded in reducing the impact of the Black Death in Provence, and the citizens gave him a stipend for that. After that, he just began to write all of his prophetic verses in Ceylon City in 1554. Such verses are separated into 10 sections named centuries. The term here means a certain number of verses in every section, not one unit of 100 years. Besides, the centuries got published in 1555 and 1558, and then have been in print ever since. It's assumed that he indeed had certain visions, which were actually recorded by him in verses whilst he was still staring into the water or the flame every night. It's stated that he has made predictions about his own death. As the assistant wished him good night on July 1, 1556, he pronounced, "You won't be able to find me alive at the sunrise." Surprisingly, he was found dead already on the following day. Big earthquake in 2024. So here's quatrain 10-72 of the famous Nostradamus about a potential earthquake in 2024. Take a quick look at them now to get the best answers for yourself. Looking at the quatrains mentioned above, the sloping park as stated would be suggesting the act of shifting the ground. Then how about the calamity? It's going to be about the earthquakes through what we call the lands of the West, or the Hesperi, or the New World. Things are revealed specifically possibly located in the USA and then Lombardy here, which is basically a region of northern Italy. Not only that, we're reminded of the ship's fire here along with the suggestion about naval warfare. The plague and the so-called captivity here might tell about the military occupation through the war. Besides, the Mercury retrograde in Sagittarius is actually an astrological position taking place between December 13, 2023. and January 1, 2024. If this is true, then it is possible that towards the end of 2023 or even on the first day of 2024 to see earthquakes taking place in the United States and Italy. Did Nostradamus predict Kanye West as president in 2024? Nostradamus predicted that in 2024 would be elected the last American president and that he would be black, without saying how that would happen. The last president of the United States will pull the country out of the economic crisis but push it towards war. Everyone will put their hopes in him, but it will turn out exactly the opposite. He will pull the country out of the crisis, and because of him a new conflict will start. According to Chinese astrology, 2024 will be the year of the dragon, and according to some predictions, it will not bring economic revival, but instead natural disasters and conflicts. As an illustration, he actually taped the nail right on the head when giving a forecast about the death of Henry II, the cruel death with wounds. It turned out the truth that France's King Henry II actually died in extreme hurt which lasted up to 10 days before he passed away. In addition, it can't help mentioning the occultist's forecast about the Great Fire of London. On September 2, 1666, the Great Fire of London really happened, which caused a big loss to both humans and facilities. Thousands of houses and buildings were burned out. After that, the deadly plague of the Black Death also left hurtful damage. In reference to the French Revolution, Napoleon's conquest, and Hitler's terror in Europe, Nostradamus genuinely won fame since he had addressed the world's events and characters in the documented texts. As a result, no one can reject his accuracy in the field of future prediction. Especially, the calamity of the atomic bomb, August 1945, in the two islands of Japan, Hiroshima and Nagasaki. was also reflected in his book. How about the assassination of John F. Kennedy? Of course, the terrific event was also denoted that somehow reinforcing the credibility of Nostradamus. Conclusion. The Nostradamus prophecies are difficult to interpret and have baffled many for centuries. Each vision should be seen as a puzzle piece that can only fit together with the whole. Some believe that when adequate work and reflection have been undertaken by individuals who have a genuine concern for their world and its destiny, the Nostradamus prophecy will speak clearly. After reading our article Nostradamus Predictions 2024, if you have anything to share or ask us, please send your questions to us right now. We also invite you to read Nostradamus Predictions for 2023.